My mind's telling me no.
Hey, hello, it's me, the most consistent YouTuber on the planet. Before you say anything, I'm working on a video. I haven't, like, ditched the platform again. It's taken me a while to do, actually. A little bit of time. Should have taken me more than enough? No, but guess what? I like to procrastinate, and I found myself watching all the Zack Snyder DC Universe Justice League movies, and I fucking hate myself for that. I really do. But anyways, I want to try something new today. Welcome to the Pandan setup. You know, there's people like Jacksepticeye who have their whole black room. People like Dead Meat with the giant horror thing. This is my thing. And I love it to death. But pretty much what I want to do today is give you a grand tour, because I want to start doing more videos in this kind of environment where I rant about stuff. There's so many ideas I got for that. I've been writing them down lately. So, starting off, we'll start with things that aren't exactly on the shelf yet. For starters, you've probably seen this really cool thing. It's a comic book frame. I have the first appearance of Green Goblin. Over here, my savior, my best friend, Charlie Cox. If you don't know who he is, first of all, fuck you. And second of all, watch Daredevil. You know, funny story. When I was watching Daredevil in the living room, my mom walked by and thought Charlie Cox is handsome. So we know my mom has a good taste in men. That's a good sign. Means that I have a good taste in men. Now we are on a countertop where we got shit. We got a lot of shit. We got this giant Deadpool comic. I've said this again. I like comic books. Deadpool. So I actually didn't get to finish it. I only read like one chapter, and I haven't touched it since. I bought this back in, like, I think around May. And I should really finish this. I should really finish this. We got an Alexa. I don't know if she's on the frame, but we got an Alexa. I don't know what corny or wacky shit to ask her. The top of the shelf. We're not even like in the shelves anymore. Just the very top. This thing I'm really proud of. There's a lot of story behind this. This entire shelf it contains so much Pandan lore. You have no idea how much Pandan lore there is. This is just like a giant, like, percentage. I'd say like maybe 5% of Pandan lore. There's a whole iceberg and everything. It was either 7th or 8th grade, you know, middle school, when you start growing pubes on your balls and shit. I took a woodshop class with my friends. And not gonna lie, it's probably the greatest class I've ever taken next to film. I wanted to build shit, so I built shit. We started, you know, small and all that. Like, the teacher had to help us get into the zone and all that. He had to teach us how to use all the machines, the blade saws, how to not cut your penis off. I'm using a lot of dick jokes today, I'm really sorry. I watched Kick-Ass. At the time, I still am, but at the time, I was a gigantic, huge Marvel geek. Endgame was like the Endgame hype. I miss that, honestly. I really do miss that. And, like, you know, it looks like shit, but, like, for what 8th graders had to deal with, this is some pretty good shit. Like, I need it. We got one of those weird things that trended on TikTok a while ago. I'm pretty sure my brother bought this, but, you know. Arkham Knight, which is both a game and a character. I fucking love Arkham Knight, the game, and the character. The character is he's so badass. He's a really good adaptation of Robin. Next up is an Xbox controller, because it reminds me of the times before it all went wrong. You know? I miss it, but who cares? Because what's coming up? Shit, man, I gotta rewatch The Matrix. Alright, this is, like, probably the coolest thing on the shelf. It's something my brother made in woodshop. Like, you know, you gotta pass down the, like, mantle to generation after generation. He took the same woodshop class. He made this. This is really cool. Like, I hate my brother, but props to him. On this. Like, the tips are kind of tearing, but that's because it's fragile. Hopefully he can fix it one day. But I'm honestly really proud of him for making this. He's also made giant fucking axe from Madness Combat. Dude's going places. I can respect that. Put the Batman mask aside, because I want to show off My graphic novels. That's what I like to call them, because if I say comic books, the women just run away. I get them to the place. I say I like comic books. They run away. So this one, Court of Owls Volume 1 is super good so far. I've read the entire thing already. I really like the personality they gave to Batman. I don't like a completely vague, like dark, broody Batman. I like someone that has a fucking personality. And this does a good mix of that, where essentially he'll crack a joke every now and then. It's like Robert Pattinson's Batman. Like, you know, thumb drive, or like maybe one time we'll see him smile. It's stuff like that that like gives him more of a it gives him more of a personality. This is essential to anyone wanting to read Batman Year One. It's Batman's first year. It's overrated. I think people overpraise this, but it's good. That doesn't mean it's not good. It's just, I think people overpraise it for what it is. Long Halloween, very good. This one deserves the hype. This is one of the best Batman books I've ever read. I haven't read much yet. I'm trying to get into it more. I just been kind of obsessed with Spider-Man lately. Not lately, I've been obsessed with Spider-Man since I was fucking born. It's a really good detective story that takes place within a year, hence the name The Long Halloween. It starts with a killing on Halloween, and this killer kills on holidays, so St. Patrick's Day, Christmas, the accident. I bought this book because it looks nice, but it's also one of these like comic fans say, oh, you gotta read this. I haven't touched it yet. I really do want to touch it though, because I'm not allowing myself to watch any of the Watchmen show or 2 movies. I think one of them is by Zack Snyder. Next up, we got the Batman Funko Pop. You should have seen me when the movie came out, man. I saw it in theaters 4 times. 4 fucking times, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time, without a doubt. It's so good. I don't get how people cannot like it. Is it too long? I don't know. I don't care. It doesn't feel like 3 hours to me. To me, it feels like a Batman fucking story. We haven't had a good one since The Dark Knight. Up next is the guy I sacrificed my rations to. He's lurking in every video from now on. He has a hold on my soul.
But my body!
Alright, the boring part. Bleh, books. I hate reading. I hate reading so much. I got into reading, and I got really into it this summer. So, I'm gonna put this down for sakes, because I'm gonna show you each book that I own right now, and whether or not I have thoughts on it, because I haven't read most of these. Starting off, we have a book that hasn't left my shelf yet until now. Scythe. A friend recommended me this. I heard it's really good. What's it about? A world with no hunger, no disease, no war, no misery, humanity. Ooh, okay, that actually does sound cool. It's a really good looking book. It looks great on the shelf. Up next is the big one. Jesus Christ. How can Stephen King is such a weird guy. We got It, yeah. I can't wait to finish this book just so I can say I read it. My goal is to finish this by the end of the year, which I think I'll be able to do. If I read 10 pages a day, I'll finish it in 100 days. Next up is another Stephen King novel, The Regulators. I started this yesterday, actually. It's great. It's amazing. I really like this.
You might want to gargle my ball sack.
My phone fell. You guys should see the setup. I'm gonna take a picture of it with a different phone, but I'm broke, so I had to improvise with this, so. Anyways, where was I? The Regulators. Stephen King, despite his writing being weird at times, he does a really good job of like world building, and like it reminds me of the film Magnolia. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the film. Basically, it's this movie where it cuts between like 8 different people or like persons, and they all have their shit to deal with. Tom Cruise is in it, and his job is to teach a bunch of incels about sex. Next up is Invisible Man. I had to read this for school. Invisible Man's just a good like book about how bad times were in the 1950s, because you know, the white swine that control everything. Oh, get that boy. Up next is just a fun read. It's a manga. It's Deadpool Samurai. This is the only manga I promised to ever read. I don't want to touch anything else. I'm lying. Anime's alright. I just don't. I don't touch it that much. It's a good read. It's very Deadpool. It's like, if you want a good Deadpool story, just get it. If you love Deadpool, but like ew manga, just get it. Trust me. If you visualize the colors, it's just a comic book, but right to left instead of left to right. I don't know what this book is about. I'm not joking. I found it in a church parking lot, so I took it. Fuck, I sound like a nerd. Fuck reading. Fuck reading. It ruins my personality. What's next? That one bad Playboy Cardi song? It's called The Metamorphosis. My friend's gonna send me a death threat after that one. Oh, damn it, this is heavy. Oh, damn. I'm gonna confess something. I don't read this to like learn how to work out. I already know. I use it as an excuse to look at buff hot men. Hold on, I gotta put my mic down. Dude, once I get a mic stand, it's over for y'all. Wow, man, look at this. Look at this. Wow. Wow! Oh my god, it's a dream come true. Now, if these guys were like Robert Pattinson, oh my god, Arnold, look at them quads, the glutes, holy, oh my god. I'm never getting into college. I skipped something. It's my favorite novel, Aston. It's a really, really good book, but get this, it's not a book. It's a jar where I put a penny in every time I say I want to have gay sex with a friend. And you want to know how much is in here?
Beat down protecting the gyms. I got all the CP. Give it your gift in that pipe. I got all the PP. Bullets ready to pour when you see me. I will wet your fairy ass up. Taburini. Still got the hair on the top of my head. Mud chop. Dark skin. I use my shadow to sneak. Dust clouds full of energy. It's only worse if I get more. Hyper beam flow. What the fuck I got a rest for? It ain't shocking that my bars are fire. Cause I